Hey everyone, it's TJ with Avidyne again. In the following brief video, we're going to be discussing the IFD interfaced with the JPI Fuel Scan 450 systems. As always, nothing in the following video is FAA approved data. This is for reference use only. For FAA approved data, refer to the IFD installation manual. Make sure you're looking at the latest revision. So to jump right in, it's a standard fuel flow RS-232 interface. The thing to watch out for is that the setting on the input side on the IFD to bring in that fuel flow information is going to be dependent upon what protocol you have programmed on the FS450. Much like the other JPI instruments, the EDM systems and what have you, these also have a GPS-C setting. What they have labeled as a GPS-C setting, which determines what the protocol on that output is going to be. So let's run through those real quick. Obviously, if your GPS-C setting is 0, that means it's not putting out fuel data. If it's set to 1 on a Fuel Scan 450, that's a Shaden mini flow format. So you would want to set the IFD input for Shaden fuel. GPS-C setting number 2 is for an Allied signal format. The IFD does not support the Allied signal formats, so you're going to have to change it to something else. Setting 3 for the GPS-C setting on the FS450 is RNAV EI fuel. There's a setting on the IFD that matches up identically with that, called RNAV EI fuel. GPS-C setting number 4 is another Allied signal format, not supported by the IFD. 5 is not used. GPS-C setting of 6 is for Garmin 430, 530 2 waypoint information. And if we're going to use a GPS-C setting of 6 on the Fuel Scan 450, we'll set the IFD for Shaden FADC. If we have the GPS-C setting of 7, which is the Garmin 430, 530 protocol for to destination, we would also use Shaden FADC on the IFD end. GPS-C setting of 8 is Allied signal again not supported by the IFD. And then on the other end, the IFD is going to output just standard aviation to the FS450. Something to keep in mind is that the IFD is capable of feeding aviation out of multiple ports. So if you have other items in the aircraft that require standard aviation input, like a 3-frequency ELT or something like that, you don't necessarily have to parallel that line, assuming you have plenty of RS-232 ports available. You can set up aviation on multiple output ports and it will work just fine on any of them that you have configured that way. Alright, thanks for watching guys, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.